Going through this journey and growing as a person and as a hairstylist, I've learned a lot of things about being yourself and staying true to yourself. My name is Goodpaster, and this is why I want to be a Redken artist. So in 2015, I got the chance to go to the Redken Exchange and take color in Hawaii. And it was truly a life-changing experience. That was really what inspired in me to want to go through this process and become a Redken artist and be able to teach and share what I know on a bigger scale. Education is just like my life. I live and breathe education. I'm constantly trying to find new ways to bring old techniques to life for the younger generation that's coming into the salon. Sometimes you have to change it up a little bit for it to be more interesting for them to absorb the information. And it's just really what brings me a lot of joy. And I can't thank Redken enough for all the things that they do for people as far as their education on demand. I have a few Redken artists that I've kept in contact with that I can actually text them or email them when I have any questions, and they're more than helpful getting back to me. And going through this journey and growing as a person and as a hairstylist, I've learned a lot of things about being yourself and staying true to yourself, and Redken represents all that. I started my journey towards becoming a hairstylist after I graduated high school. I started classes at the Salon Academy in Anderson, which back then it was the Salon Professional Academy, but I was in class 17, and being there, I just felt so at home. All the educators were amazing, and they just really helped to push me to do better, and they helped shape me to be the person I am today. And then after that is when I started working at Clipzone in 2010, and these people are like my second family. And what was awesome was that I was getting Redken education all the way through school, and then free Redken education through the salon. So for the past 7 years, we've had some amazing educators come through. We've had Chris Barron, Lauren Hagen, Johnny Stellato, Sam Villa, Wendy Ballinger, Ruth Roche. We've had so many great people come through, and I'm very grateful for all the education that I've had. I'm also in charge of education at the salon, so I facilitate classes within the salon for our lower level stylists and associates. And I don't know, I have such a passion for education. I want people to know the things that I know that have helped me do better so that they can do better and that we can all grow together, because if you're not helping someone else grow, then you're not growing yourself. So starting in this journey of becoming a hairstylist, I also started a journey to become my true self and to be who I really want to be in my life. Growing up in a small town, I had a very hard time being one of the few gay people in high school. I always felt like an outcast and like I didn't really belong, and I always felt like I had to hide who I was because I wouldn't be accepted. When I started working at Clipzone, I saw that I had a bigger support system than what I thought I had, and that I knew that no matter what happened, these people would be here for me, because they're more than just work family. They are my family. And I knew in order to be authentic with others that I had to be authentic with myself. So I went along until about 2015 when I met my husband, and that's when I decided to come out to my family. And while it was slightly traumatic at first, I couldn't be more happy and free. And going through this experience has just freed me up to be more who I am at work and at home. And I'm so blessed to be able to do that. Going through that really opened my eyes and made me realize, like, You know, life is short. You have to go for the things you want, and while nothing is ever guaranteed, if you don't try, you'll never know. So that's kind of the philosophy I live my life by, and going through that definitely gave me a lot of freedom, and you know, everything works out for the best in the end. So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you an ombre technique using Redken City Beats and Chromatics conditioning hair color. Our model, Cindy, is a new hairstylist, fresh out of beauty school, and she's looking for something fun and edgy. We're going to be giving her a cool violet shadow root with icy platinum ends. She was previously lightened, so we went through and did a classic retouch on her zone 1 using Redken Flash Lift and 20 Volume. She was wanting to try something really different. She is normally blonde, and I kind of wanted to take her in more of a fun, funky direction. We're seeing a lot of fashion colors right now, a lot of vivids, a lot of really cool new use of color, and I love purple. It's my favorite color. I would have a whole purple house if I could. But I wanted to give her a really cool like violet shadow root, and kind of do like a root extension on top, and then we're actually refreshing her old blonde with Chromatics. So we prepped her first by pre-lightening with blonde icing and 20 volume. We did 2 scoops to 2 ounces to give us a thicker consistency. Also, the less amount of developer allowed the lightener to work a little bit faster. So we started by prepping Cindy with a Redken pre-art treatment. We applied it on damp hair at room temperature for 5 minutes, and then we applied Redken cleansing cream straight on top of the pre-art. This grabs everything that was in the hair, minerals, product buildup, all that, and washes it away so it doesn't go back into the hair before the color surface. Fashion colors everywhere. We've been seeing them for the past few years, and I don't think that they're going anywhere anytime soon. She really would like to see a lot of contrast, and she loves stuff that's edgy and fun, and she's just giving us free reign today. So we're going to give her something that's really going to make her stand out. The reason that I decided to use the Redken City Beats is because it is a semi-permanent color. It's acidic, like shadesy hue, so it's going to actually help close the cuticle. And it's going to give us a very vibrant, nice violet that we're looking for. Now the reason that I'm leaving some space between the 2 colors today is because I know that when I go to rinse the City Beats that it will kind of run down through the chromatics, and that's okay because we're going for a gradient look. So that's going to help blend the 2 together. It's also going to give the ends a nice wash of a lavender color so that it all flows together very nicely. After our color service, I finished Sunday with a color extend chemistry. I sent her home with Genius Wash for her to use 2 days, and then for her to use color extend magnetics on the 3rd wash. I sent her home with color extend magnetics shampoo and conditioner and the color extend magnetics mega mask. The mega mask is great because it has 3 different proteins that fit in the 3 different porosities of the hair. So that way it's going to help keep her color lasting and her hair feeling awesome until her next visit. I'm going to prep Cindy's hair with the Bulletproof Bullet Dye Primer. It's going to help give her some heat protection and help her style last her a couple days. So that way her color can last a little bit longer without having to shampoo. I'm then going to prep her hair with satin wear. This is going to give me just a light amount of hold, a little bit of control from frizz and flyaways, and is also going to give me up to 450 degrees of heat protection. I also really love satin wear because it's a very thin product, so it spreads through the hair easily. It also gives me a good slip to the brush when I'm blow drying, so that way I'm not getting tangled and caught in her hair. Okay, last pre-blow dry, I'm going to prepare with guts. And I'm just actually going through this very top crown area and just taking some rough sections and applying it to that root area. And this is just going to help me create a little bit more lift and body in her hair. Okay, so when I start her blow dry, I'm actually gonna blast dry on a higher heat just to get it about 80% dry. And then I'm actually gonna go in with my round brush afterwards and actually blow her out and smooth it out and give her a style. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm lifting up to help that guts dry up and give it some more lift. So I'm just kind of grabbing sections and pulling up and blow drying. So today I finished Sunday's look with a blowout using the Pillow Proof Primer, the Diamond Oil Glow Dry Serum, and One United. After prepping our hair with that, then I went through with Full Frame to give it a little bit of extra heat protection and some hold. I went through after with a spiral tongue technique to give her some messy waves. So the reason I think this technique is important is because blended looks like ombres, balayages, sombres, and all of the above have been so popular, and I don't see them untrending anytime soon.